I barely ever talk to you about my private life. Every time my mouth turns dry. Stand by. Truth will spill before I die, laid to rest or crucified.
Hi, I'm Elle. In 2018 I stumbled into poetry and made it my entire personality. Still do. I started my 24th year in the worst possible way. Not fun. Desperate for something to grasp. So when I found an old untouched journal at the bottom of my drawer, I poured my entire being into it. It began as scattered thoughts and song lyrics and evolved into my now favourite form of expression. An unplanned journey into an art form that changed my life. Porn. Poetry. They walk around her like tourists, her beauty so rare, foreign to all, reclaimed by strangers. She smiles for their unblinking eyes, film exposed, the impression pale, locked inside their minds. It is a confidence undocumented. No museum holds her frame, no database has her name. Perfection lingers on my lips. Stopping tracks, taking breaths, melting stone-cold hearts. I want to be her. Her lips, her cheeks, her hair comprise every colour of the spectrum, pour all down throats like honey, rouse dust in the depths of empty rib cages. Deserving of a spotlight, God must have made the sun just for her. She stands, a silhouette amongst shadows. She is so much. So much so that she may be an illusion, a dream, a fever-high fantasy. Attraction. I am a tourist too. No, I cannot think that way. You want me, a caption reads, no, I want to be you. I want to be you, I want to be you. The words are as pre-programmed as breathing, but they burn my throat. I know. Give my heart the beating it deserves. Curves and contours stain my eyelids. Beauty bleeds outside the lines. Her memory will outlive clarity. I am a tourist, longing to find a home in the landscape I deny myself visitation. And as they walk around her, I run away. Crafting thoughts into poems gave me a sense of control that I never thought possible. I took all of these fragmented memories and open wounds and crafted a collection of poetry so intimate and personal that I published it for the whole world to read. Will you still love me if I love her? A chapbook of poetry capturing the array of emotions before coming out, seeking acceptance and yearning for a life without shame. Shame rests on my chest heavier than his head. How I tire of his warmth. It covers my exterior but does not sink through to my bones. I shiver inside my skin. I never thought it would hurt this much to not be in love. To crawl into 3 a.m. cold crisp sheets and settle 2 feet away from where I should be. We are worlds apart. He is wonderful and worthy of so much more than I can give. Guilt sickens my stomach with each insatiable kiss. Would I love you mean more from a woman's lips? Source me from the surface, shallow, the fibre of my being, immerse me in water, fool me, fix me, am I ready now? Pick and pluck until my flesh and bones are bare and smooth, wrap me in linen but do not let it touch my skin. My blood cannot soak, it won't stain and stick, become fixed, I won't. You should not assemble me for more than one, no. This vein is thicker than the others. You are making me wrong. Unstitch me or they will. I just want to look like them. Where is your apology for making me like this. After months of writing and editing and discarding and rearranging, I had a book. My chapbook was released in 2019. I didn't expect anyone to read it, but they did. I also sent some poems to magazines and journals, and 2 in this are published by Royal Rose magazine and 1 by Constellate Literary Journal. And I think the first week it was released, it was in the top 3 of Amazon's LGBTQ+ poetry charts, which is pretty cool. But the greatest thing to come out of this book was when someone reached out to me to say that they'd used it to start a conversation with a friend, and that is everything. I don't want to die without her. I've not yet started living. How does one begin to breathe when they have been conditioned to deny their heart its beating and their eyes ungoverned vision? Perhaps I have spent too long honouring tradition. I have kept myself censored. I owe myself forgiveness. Through all these years of boys and men, some sweet, some kind, some vicious, not one has satisfied my soul. My truth still has no witness. It seems I have spent too long living a life fictitious. I hope you find me before I crumble. Think me beautiful despite my battle scars, swollen eyes and war-torn soul. Do not think me damaged goods, don't you dare. I have not sacrificed myself for anything less than love, and love does not exist without respect, and hold me in the night. Please hold me. I think having a negative experience pretty early on had a pretty heavy impact. And I remember thinking that this was something I had to hide, which sucks, because it took years from me. My first kiss was a girl with soft, full lips. She laughed when mine grazed her neck, followed a path down to her collarbone. My hand gripped hers, sweaty and shaking as I rolled my hips. The fabric of her top was velvet, maroon. I'll never know what her skin feels like, but I imagine it to be as smooth as her move away from me when her mother walked in the room. My first kiss was a boy with soft, full lips. He leant over the handlebars of his bike and pressed his against mine. I liked it, the beginning of a potential relationship. We did not date long enough to love, but my friends still gushed. They were happy for me. I'd found someone, they said finally, because she was a secret, and he didn't have to be. Are the stars as jealous of the sun as I am when his arms warm your body? If we were the same distance away, could you pick him over me? Is proximity what makes him? He is close and I am so far. I may die at any time and you will still see me standing there. I will always look the same to you. Do I look the same as all the others? Will your eyes search for me in the night? I am there. Can you see me? Come. Please don't try to mute me. This is not new to me. Would you rather watch static so I won't hold my breath? If indistinct figures moved in flashing black and white, no gender, no sex identified, would you still care if they are think it is acceptable for them to might catch feelings and they might catch my sexuality? All these words, let them weigh on your head until they sink through bone and slither from your mouth as easy as your daughter's name. The world is changing, Father, and it will not wait for you. There are a lot more upsetting moments I wrote about, but I don't need those poems anymore. Acceptance is not guaranteed. Shame is hard to shake, but I did that. Most importantly, I'm happy. This chapbook will likely be going out of print later this year, but I am glad that I wrote it. So, will you still love me if I love her? It doesn't matter. I'm gonna love her anyway. I know not to settle. When the time comes, I will crawl into your warm, protective arms and fall asleep to a goodnight kiss, and I will know reality is sweeter than dreams. Many moons may pass until then, but I am patient.